Red CentreNATS 2026, Red CentreNATS 12 as a matter of fact. And on the phone, we're talking to Laura Johnson, a lady who is best known for being the organiser, the founder, if you like, if that's the best way to put it. Is that right, Laura?
Absolutely.
Of everything Mullet and Mulletfest.
What a claim to fame. I tell you what, makes my inner child very proud.
and do you have a child that has a mullet?
I actually do. It's a funny story. I've only got one left that has a mullet. We have 5 kids, 4 boys and a girl, and over the years that we've been running Mulletfest, they've all sort of, had their turn of mullets. And even my husband had a mullet, his dad. And at the moment, little Max is the last man standing. There's only one kid left with a mullet.
And so the ones that flew the coop, are they still mulletised? Are they still well and truly?
Well, no, one joined the army, so he had to cut his hair off completely. My husband... Well, we joke that he got really tall and grew through his fringe, but yeah,
very well done.
He's got no mullet anymore.
You got to ask.
Max is waving the flag.
You got to ask the question, Laura. How did a haircut become a national competition?
Well, how indeed? I think that it's just such an iconic celebration of Aussie culture, and once people realised that. That you can just lay your hair down and have a decent party in the back, pardon the pun, it took on a life of its own, really. At first, when we first kicked off Mulletfest, there was quite a stigma around mullets. It was that whole, get the haircut and get a real job type attitude. And gradually over the years, we've really, broken down those stereotypes and shown people that you can be a genuinely good human. You can be a hard-working Aussie larrikin and still rock a mullet and have a good time.
Was it Eric Banner who played the part of Poiter from was that Comedy Company or something like that from way back in the day? And he was definitely rocking the mullet and that.
Oh, look, and I tell you what, while I'm joking about breaking down stereotypes, there's a lot of Aussie satire. You've got your Reg Reagans and you bring back the Biff and all those other things where they really didn't put the mullet into its best life. But I think at Mulletfest we've certainly shown the opposite.
Laura Johnson, we're talking to the lady behind the Mulletfest, as a matter of fact, here at Red CentreNATS 2012 in September, running across the weekend of the 3rd to the 6th, as a matter of fact. Now, I've got to ask you, what makes a great mullet? Because if anyone can tell us that, I would hope it would be you.
Absolutely. I think that what makes a great mullet is a definite delineation between the front and the back. So you have to have short at the front, you have to have long at the back, and the bigger the difference, the better. That being said, even if you've only got a little baby rookie mullet, we still want you to be part of the show.
I think so. You can't hold it against people who can't grow a mullet in time or fast enough. I know they haven't given the mullet due diligence.
And we're not playing for sheep stations. We want everyone to feel welcome. So we actually have a category that is for rookie mullets. So if you've had your mullet for less than 2 years, you get a category all to yourself. So you're not competing with those, crazy long lifetime legends. I guess the chance there is for everyone.
Now, can you have a braided mullet?
Yes, you definitely can.
Because it's a free-for-all, isn't it, to some extent, isn't it? It's a freestyle event.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. All mullets welcome. Short, long, curly, straight, grubby, dirty, extreme, all of the above. I think that by the end of Red CentreNATS, if you don't have a bit of dirt and dust and tyre wire in your hair, bit of rubber from being out at the burnout pad.
Sure, totally. You want to get really close up to the action over there during burnouts. I mean, you're more than likely going to walk away with a couple of predator types of attachments to your mullets. So I don't mean that. I mean as in like the predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger from back in the day. I've got to make sure. I don't know how he got such a bad name out of all this. That's another story altogether. There's a beard fest and a tattoo fest as we move quickly on and segue to the next thing, because it's not just about mullets. It's also about strong arming, and you've got to have the tat there around the shoulder and the forearm and the big arm as you're driving around in the HQ, and a beard fest as well. Are you in charge of these, by the way, Laura?
We absolutely are. So beards happened, I guess, by accident. We had a gentleman come up on the stage with his son, who was a little bit shy. His son had a hanger of a mullet, and Dad had a bald head and a beard. And I joked, and I said, "What happened to Daddy? Did we put his mullet on the wrong side?" And then all of a sudden it just, became this thing where, well, actually we should have a beard competition too. And so that's how beards came about. So this year, for the first time at Red Centre, we'll be comparing beards as well. We'll be giving away prizes for that. And my favourite in the tattoos is looking for the worst tattoo.
Yeah, right. The one that's ready for a bit of a scrape off, time for a bit of sandpaper on it, get it all sort of cleaned off and a fresh slate, so to speak.
Absolutely. But it could be anything. It could be worst as in like a really terrible job. It could be worst as in something that you thought was a good idea at the time but didn't.
Yeah.
It could be worse that, if you thought that you were getting, something and it turned out to be something else. It could just be funny. Like last year we had a gentleman come up and he had a little truck on his toe and he put his foot up and he said, "Look, it's my tow truck."
Ah, that's very good. Very good. Very good. I like that one too. You can have a bit of fun with that one. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. What sort of prizes? What sort of prizes are up for grabs as we wrap it up?
Lots of merch, lots of, smiles, and of course the biggest prize for the best mullet of them all is the glory of being able to say,
totally,
I have the best mullet in all of Red Centre.
Bragging rights by far. It goes a long way over there. So maybe this year think about putting some different colours into your mullet. Go outside of the spectrum of the rainbow and start thinking from the left side of the skew as opposed to the right. You never know.
That's it. And if you haven't got a mullet yet, the hairdressers from CDU, which is my favourite part of coming to Red Centre because I don't get to do it at any of our other events, but we go into CDU to the hairdressing students and we have a day where we talk about mullets and learning how to cut mullets. And the hairdressers will be at Lassiter's on the Friday night when the AC/DC tribute band's on. You'll be able to come, have your mullet cut or trimmed or tidied or whatever, and we're donating money to charity from those haircuts. So just another little bit of business in the front. Get yourself tidied up, donate some money to charity, have a bit of a laugh, and then you'll be ready to compete on Saturday.
Hey, here's one I can throw in from the side. Maybe combine a mullet and a mohawk and call it the Mullet Hawk.
Yes, I'd love it.
Or the Mo Mullet.
Great.
That could be something different. I'm all over it. I'm all over it. I don't have much hair left, but whatever I've got there, I'm happy to donate to the greater cause. Laura, it's been great chatting to you, and we look forward to seeing you for this year's Red CentreNATS 2026, Red CentreNATS 12, the Mulletfest. And people want to find out more, they'll just follow the links at the Red CentreNATS website. Is that right?
Absolutely, and then you can find out even more again on the Mulletfest website. And we're excited to be coming back to Alice. Can't wait to catch up when we finally arrive.
Excellent. Thanks for being a part of this and such a great sport when it comes to all things mullet and the fun that we have here in Alice Springs for the Red CentreNATS. Laura Johnson, have yourself a great day. We'll see you in about a month's time or so.
Oh, thank you. Counting down.